They are the only team to crest the century mark so far this campaign in goals allowed. The worst margin in the league, so they're going to need a little bit more from their defense and goaltending here this afternoon. And on the other side, the Grizzlies, they have been dynamic throughout this season. Just have run into a couple of problems as far as their game plan near the end of games. Just haven't been able to come out on top in some really close contests. So their record a bit deceptive right now. As Brunch will find Kask back at the top of the zone, and we'll look to get things going once again here. White comes to the top of the zone. Willis setting some screens. Here's a quick shot from Brunch, and Dave Mather stops the first shot he sees in this one. 14.5 left to go here. Brunch back on defense, but he'll head off on the change as they'll scoop that one across. David Hammond heads off on the change. Here's Connor Watson, one of the league leaders in the point department. There's a pass up the center, missed the intended target, and then they'll get it right back, does Brian Gillis. Near side, Josh Mills. He'll take a high-low shot, held on to by Braden Wandler. We've seen a couple of great performances by Wandler in recent memory. Another piece of the puzzle missing for the Grizzlies, and this one is their leading point getter, Sakani Baker, who's also second in the league in that department. He's out of action this afternoon. Aiden Baker is in. And that's pretty much the only player they're missing other than Andrew Joseph. Here's a quick shot by White. He scores! Connor White had himself 5 goals in last week's competition. That stick was hot, and it stays so coming into this weekend. He'll open the door for the Grizzlies with 13:50 left to go. Connor White comes right up the middle, unleashes a shot on his forehand side. And it's 1-0 already for the Grizzlies. Quick hack there by Doucette as he tries to work it away from Barnes. Ethan Umlaut in the pile as well, as Kyle Brunch will come away with this one. Brunch holds possession. He'll try the fake ball play as he holds it there. Couldn't shake Barnes though. Brunch down the wing, has Barnes with him. Double team, takes him into the corner. Waiting for some support, gets it here. As coming to join the pile is number 22, Jaden LeBurge. Quick change coming here as the Blackfish going to get possession after they wound down the clock. Conrad Squarick, big man coming up through the middle. Give and go possibly as Umlaut will break down the near side wing. Garrison defending on him. Nolay right in the center of the zone. Aaron Sky on the far side. Cutting towards the center. Nice move around to the near wing. Here's Umlaut. Umlaut back across. Watson loads, fires, rings it off the crossbar. As Nolay gonna head on in transition as LeBurge with him. Mitchell Nolay cutting in. Nice recovery there by Aiden Murphy to take him to the outside. Nolay bounces it off the floor to himself. Tomek Godfriedson able to knock it away. And here's a transition play for Ryan Jensen. Jensen stutter steps, pulls to the outside as McCormick was able to get in his way. 12:37 left to go here. Brian Gillis coming over to the near side, donning the A, one of the alternate captains in this game. Josh Mills coming out to the near side. Watson waiting on the far wing, gets the feed, cuts around to the center. I see a taped on C on Connor Watson's jersey. The captain runs in, puts it wide of the goal. As that one going to be sent wide, shot clock wound down with 12:10 left to go here. So Mitch McDowell making a return, another. There he is, actually just seeing a number 46 as Fred came over and made the quick number change there for me. So Mitch McDowell comes into this one. Mather gets the stop there. It'll be a welcome addition to the offense as Brunch waits, takes, no, can't get it to go. As Mather cuts around the bottom side of the goal, lays the body out there and is able to knock that one away from Kyle Brunch. Mather making an impact early in this one, keeping it a 1-0 game. So Mitch McDowell, the former captain, or might still be wearing the cap. They'll have to see if he's got the C back on the front of the jersey. There's been the new leadership group here for the Blackfish in this one, as I see Gillis has an A, and as well we saw Watson with an A. Here's McIntyre, sends it across to Gillis. That one goes off the tippy top of the glass, and time will wind down. Coming up the other way, just in behind Aiden Baker, would have had a chance in transition. And coming off of the bench, here come the Blackfish. They have a man ahead of everybody. It's Roberts scores! Roberts gets things to a 1-1 tie as he'll sweep that one down low. The opportunity right in front of the goal. Great transition effort for the Blackfish, and they'll tie things up. Connor White kicked open the door on the other end for the Grizzlies. And then Dave Mather, a couple of big stops, led to a transition opportunity here. Procedure called. Grizzlies will get the ball once again. Ethan Quinn going to scoop it up. As in Lott chasing him down. They'll leave it for Mitch McDole. McDole to the far side. White whips it across the zone to Drew Kask. Kask to his left. Tried the pocket pass. He'll keep. Gets a screen back up to McCormick. McCormick hits McDole. McDole loads, fires wide of the goal, off the back window. LaBerge can't get a piece of it. Here come the Blackfish, hard charging the other way. Ryan Jensen gets it up into the stick. Nice recovery by Mitch McDole. Delayed penalty coming here, though. Thought he was able to get some contact with the stick. I think he's going to get called for a hold. He will. Mitch McDole back in the Grizzlies lineup. He'll head to the penalty box again. We're number 46 in this contest. First power play coming for the Blackfish. They tied the game up at 1. Now a chance to widen that margin a little bit more. See if they can get their first lead here early on. Connor Watson, Captain Connor, will quarterback here. Gets it up in the high zone. Now to Gillis. Gillis, couple of steps, gives it over. Watson pulls it to the outside. Now Gillis again, down low. Wandler able to stop that one as Doucette picks it up. He'll fake the initial pass. Looking for the outlet, looking for Nash Moog. Nice reception. Moog in on goal, shoots, scores! What a reception by Nash Moog as Dylan Doucette finds him from range. What a transition effort, but man, that reception to the pass. Man draped all over him, Nash Moog. That was pretty stuff. Some of the best and brightest in the ALL getting involved in this one early. Short-handed goal for Nash Moog. What an effort. Still a minute and a half left to go in the power play here for the Blackfish, and they'll be looking to go net zero. If they can score on this one, they'll tie the game back up, but Doucette waited patiently, was able to find Moog on that breakout play. Back up high to Gillis, now Watson. Gillis once again, they'll play pass back and forth right at the shooter spot near side of the floor. Now around the other wing to Roberts, up high Watson. Watson down low, can't pull the trigger on the one-timer as Garrett Lewis stole it partway through. Now he's looking for an outlet feed. Grabbed onto by Ethan Umlaut. Has a lane right up the middle. Backhand pass over to the far side wing. 9:20 to go. Steps into one, puts it wide of the goal. And Watson gets the rebound. 20 on the shot clock here. Gillis and Umlaut, the other lefties, out to the near side. Umlaut leaves it. One-handed to Gillis. Now Watson again sees the defense, gives Gillis a lane, shoots. Shoulder stopped by Wandler. Pickup off of the far side. Loose ball goes to the Blackfish. Roberts up high. Loads, doesn't fire, finds Gillis. Back over, Ethan Umlaut now. Waits, cradles, finds Watson. Far side, gets a screen from Henning. Takes a shot wide of the goal. 16 seconds left on the shot clock. Can he keep it alive? As Garrison gets in the way, it was tipped so they can scoop it back across. No reset of the shot clock though. 7 seconds, they gotta go quick. Back in the middle. Gillis, nice defensive recovery by Garrison. Got the stick in the way. Was able to interrupt the shot. Aaron Sky has to retreat and grab a hold of this one with Ethan Umlaut chasing him after. 8:20 now. First quarter action here on TFSE TV. Happy to have you with us here on a blustery Sunday in British Columbia. Round the outside, Willis looking for Kask. Has him on the left wing side. Nice give and go in the middle, able to get it back to Willis as it popped out of the stick and went to Mather. Up the other way, David Hammond will get this one in the offensive territory. Leaves for Josh Mills, has Chase McIntyre out on the far wing. No Roddy Jensen for the Blackfish today. It's Ian and Brian Poole working the coaching duties as Wandler stops the one-hopper. Thought they could get a rebound off of it. Loose ball will be swallowed up by the goaltender, though. Josh Kelly plays it up to Dylan Doucette off on the near side. As Doucette keeps it for the near side corner, gets it right back. Nash Moog making an offensive appearance here. Connor White playing it around the outside. Quick pass over to Moog. Moog at the left shooter spot. Pulls it back out, still working on the left wing. Now the give and go feed in front. Quick shot was right at the tippy top of the crease. Just tried the quick swing shot. backhanded. Couldn't get it to go, just put it wide, but we come into the officials' timeout. 7:20 left to go. It's 2-1. As they'll get gathered here with 7:20. Here to go in the first. Quinn, Baker, Good, Nole, and Lewis defending. Umlaut, Gillis, Roberts, McIntyre. And far side is going to be Laszlo Henning. Gillis across, can't find Roberts. Mitchell Nole's guys for it. McIntyre comes away with a loose ball. Nice pass to Roberts. Forced around the outside. Ball comes loose. Lewis gets a hold of it. As Lewis gets a partial screen, looking to throw this one ahead to Curtis Good down the near wing. Leaves it for Mitch McDowell. As McDowell, they try the fake ball play. McDowell still has it. Now left side. Gives it back to McCormick, the trailer at the blue line. Left side now. Cutting around the outside. Swings it off of the wall. Kyle Brunch had a bit of a miscue. Ball knocked loose as Murphy trying to will this one forward. One hand on the defender and one hand on his stick. Still able to get it up into the offensive zone though. And the Grizzlies recover. Brunch back out the other way. McCormick forced to the outside as Brunch still with it up high, gets the screen from Kask. Two-man game coming here. Kask right down Main Street, puts it wide. Kask a little roughed up after the contact there, and then players taken down around the outside as Jack Dulong mixing it up in the offensive zone. Blackfish looking to come up the other way. Here's Tomek Godfriedson. Godfriedson plays it up for Watson. 5:58 left to go here. Watson going to work to the far side, gives it to McIntyre. McIntyre up high, Umlaut to Mills. Mills sends it across. Watson cutting to the middle. Quick shot, scooped up. Will actually stay in. Goes off of the outside wall, off the tip top of the glass, and Nash Moog will pick it up and head the other way. Moog, one man to beat. Going to pull it to the outside after taking the contact in the middle. Here's Jaden LeBurge. Finds Connor White. Now around the far side off the window. McDowell couldn't get it. Willis couldn't get it either. Dave Mather will scoop it up. Survey says. Finds a strike up the far wing for Gillis. Cutting towards the center. 5:20 here to go in the first. Gillis into the offensive territory. Lewis shadowing him. Gillis up high to McIntyre. Looking over to the far wing as McIntyre into the middle around the outside. Gillis going to hold that pass down low. Here's Mills. Bumps, spins, gets across. Nice defense by Good. Forces the shot wide. That ball will come back in and play will start for the Grizzlies' end. Mills gets good positioning around the outside, but Good, just great defense to force that shot wide as he was thinking about diving across. Back in the offensive territory, Dulong going to go across to Kask. Drew Kask feeds it to the center. Brunch has trouble with it. Scooped up by Mather. Here's the outlet feed. Reese Barnes bearing down on Wandler. Barnes coming in on goal, makes the contact, spins. Can't get it away though. Good move by Ethan Quinn. Quinn going to chase him back towards the center as Barnes holds here. Sends it back up high. Blackfish whip it up to Ethan Umlaut on the near side. Pass it across to the far side. Roberts sees a lane, takes it. Sky shuts the door. Held on to. Ball is lost. As this one, shot clock expired. It's coming back around to the near side. Here's a strike thrown for Connor White. Gets square, and he'll hold it to the outside. Godfriedson and company getting there just in the nick of time. LeBurge holds to the outside. Pass it across to Drew Kask. Kask to Willis. Gets a screen from McDowell and White. Quick shot wide of the goal. Made contact with Mather. That one took a couple of hop, skips, and jumps outside of the field of play. So back in for McDowell. McDowell to the near side. Holds it out, puts it upstairs as White will gather onto this one. White pulls it around the outside, holds here, sends it over, near side LeBurge, back door, they score! Pearson Willis puts that one home on a give and go. Great move at the far door. Mather unable to slide across in time as the lead extended to 2. It's 3-1 for the Grizzlies. Great off-the-ball work for Willis as he's able to open himself up for the backdoor pass, and LeBurge whips it across, stick to stick. Scooped up out the far side, Reese Burns. They're looking to counterattack. Jensen with a blast up the center. Wadler holds onto it. Ryan Jensen was looking right up the middle with that one and thought to put it right through the goaltender. Stop this one if you can, and Wadler stands tall. 3:18 left to go. Far side as the Grizzlies cut to the middle. Whips it across the zone. There's a lane. Brunch, low high. That one blocked partway through. Fresh shot clock though, so it made it somewhere near the goal. And sometimes tough to see from the angle up in the perch here at the Fieldhouse. Opposite corner from where play is happening right now. Nice move, Dulong. Spin move in the front. Can he get it away? Puts it over top of the goal. 2:53. As the first, fast and furious as we often expect here from the ALL. Murphy holds onto it, cutting across the zone, spins onto the backhand. Murphy pulls it outside, fakes the shot, takes the shot, put it off of the post. Fresh 30 though as a result, as Mills will get the loose ball. Murphy got it off of Wadler's glove and then off of the post. Far side, McIntyre cutting towards the middle. Here's Mills, missed the pass, got it back off of the window. 18 seconds, lots of time here for the Blackfish. McIntyre, no, it's Watson. Pulls it back out of McIntyre. Pulled the shot through, it actually made it to Wadler. Lewis had to be careful with it. Here's Cody Garrison in transition. Has Willis with him, he's hard charging down the far side. Garrison gonna hold it instead. Here's the trailer in LeBurge. Now McDole gets into the far side. Here's Willis, releases to Kask. Under 2 to go. Drew Kask takes a couple of swings. That one goes wide of the goal, gets his own loose ball though. Kask in behind the goal. McDole has it pop out of the stick. They're just gonna try and cut it down low. As play blown dead as the shot clock expires. No harm, no foul on the other side. Kelly, he's gonna challenge up at the center line. 25 on the shot clock. Ethan Umlaut gets it down to the near wing. Roseborski cutting things around down the middle. Multiple screens being set there by Roseborski. Watson, pick and roll. Can't find Roberts. Gets his own rebound, though, off the wall. Doucette defending hard on Roberts. Roberts, pick pass inside. Watson puts it off the crossbar. And a delayed penalty coming here as Watson shaken up on the play. It's going to be a check from behind. He got square right in front of the goal and was nearly crushed into the goaltender. Ethan Quinn, the proprietor of that check, so the Blackfish come away with a 2-minute power play. (3-1) your score, 2-minute power play coming up here for the Blackfish. A chance to cut the lead to 1. Gillis, Watson holds, finds him lot near side, right by the back gate. Back up high, landing down low. Roberts to Henning. Moog defense, far side Watson, here's Umlaut. Umlaut pulls, Gillis in tight, can't pull the trigger. Sky shutting the door. Here's Umlaut, drag move, goes inside, tries to tuck it down low, and Wadler says no, no, scoops it away. Nash Moog, one man to beat in transition. He'll just hold for time here. 38 shot clock, or 38 game clock, I should say, now down to 34 with 18 on the clock. Moog, 15 on the shot clock, gets through the defense, cutting it on goal. Mather turns him aside, but Nash Moog, what an effort there. Yes, Nash Moog, Mather, little cheeky play behind the officials there, puts the stick between the legs of Nash Moog. Holding off the change for a little bit. He's now off of the bench now. 15 seconds. No shot clock as it's down low enough in the game clock. Watson across. Mills. McIntyre. Mills again behind the back feed. Unable to get it to go. 6 seconds now. Gillis up high. Mills shoots. Scores! So 3-2 your score. Coming up on second quarter action here for the Fieldhouse. Hope this Sunday is treating you well and that you're staying warm wherever you're at right now. As Brunch look to pick that one up, here goes Ethan Umlaut. Quick chance off of the opening draw. He's going to take the lane, cutting in, scooping it across to Connor Watson. Pull it around down low near the goal line. Diving play, just stepped inside. What an athletic move, though, for Connor Watson. Back across the timeline now as the Grizzlies work it to McDole. McDole cuts to the middle, sends it over, in and out of the stick of Connor White is Conrad Squarick. The big rig gaining some speed up the middle. Takes a couple of contacts, pulls it back across, and safely deposits it to his teammate over the near side. Great transition work. McIntyre. Talking about big rigs, he's got the size and strength here. Pulls a shot high-low and stopped by Wandler. Here's the release for Aaron Sky. Has Garrison with him. Aaron Sky pulling it to the outside. Quite the agile defender. Wearing one of the A's for the Grizzlies. Has since their inception a couple of years ago. Brunch. Gonna leave this one up high. Grizzlies cut to the center, give it right back to Brunch. Kask setting some screens. Now Willis off the near side. Kask in the middle. Mather gets the stop. LeBurge trying to track down the rebound. Picked up off of the wall by Cole Zubik. Wearing Pincomb's old number 7. Cole Zubik in this game defensively here. As Jensen taken out by an illegal pick. Drew Kask unable to pull the trigger. As Aiden Murphy finds a man in transition. Pops out of the stick momentarily. Of Hammond, he'll head off in the change alongside Murphy. Here goes the offensive unit for the Blackfish. Watson feeds it to the near side. He'll head right up the middle and now set up for a screen. Gets it as Roberts pulls to the outside. Spin move, cutting in, diving! As Wandler holds the line once again. .13:04 left to go here in the second. One hopper ends up in the stick of Brunch off of the far side. Expect to see quite a bit of offense out of Brunch today with Sakani Baker out of the equation. And Mitch McDowell, Maple Ridge Berard's helmet adorning his head. McDowell, weak shot, wide of the goal. Down low, 8 seconds on the clock. In front, Willis takes the shot, stopped by Mather. Scoops it up, looks for the outlet, sees Nick Jensen running the floor. Jensen scoops this one up. Right in on goal, scores! The transition game gets it done for the Blackfish. Nick Jensen. Patience paying off as he'll get it past Moog and then past Wandler. Tying this one up at 3. .12.5 now. As off of the stick of Jensen, only 2 of the 3 Jensens here today. Nick and Ryan, with Roddy Jensen not on the bench. So as we mentioned, Ian and Brian Poole taking the coaching duties there. It's Justin Doucette on the other side for the Grizzlies. A war for the loose ball here as this one knocked down. Jensen taken down. It's going to be a loose ball push as the Blackfish will earn possession here, much to the chagrin of the Grizzlies. Ryan Jensen working hard for that one. McIntyre right up the center, opening up some real estate. Here's some Lott, far side, loads, doesn't fire, gets over the screen. Nice pocket pass for Gillis, interrupted though by Quinn. Quinn fighting against him, Lott for this one. Pinned in the corner. Nash Moog is in there as well. LeBurge waiting out of the top of the zone alongside Watson. Loose ball picked up off of the far wing. Gillis to Watson. Watson holds this one back outside. LeBurge mixing it up on the defensive side. Gets the screen. Laszlo Henning gets it off of the pick play. Trying to throw it down low as Wandler will hold on. Had Josh Mills waiting in behind the goal just in case. 11:32 to go here. Grizzlies across the zone. Under 11.5 now. Brunch watched closely by Hammond. Quick tag screen as he works his way towards the front of the goal. Cass cutting in. Now Brunch swims through. Cuts towards the goal. Gottfriedson just swings the stick. White swings it wide of the goal. As that one, the loose ball, a bullet as it went out into the stands. Always got to make sure you keep your head up when you come and watch lacrosse here at the Arenalacrosseleague Langley Event Center Fieldhouse. Off of the far wall. Holds and doesn't pass it right away. Now finds Jordan Roberts. Left side, McIntyre. Cutting in, screen, up high in the center of the zone. Nice reception down low, across. McIntyre just able to tip it towards the goal. Can't get much power on it. Grizzlies stalking out of their own zone. Trying to cut up towards as Garrison pulls this one up. Cutting towards the middle. Pulls it across to the other side. Kask off of the wall, leaves it for Brunch. Zubik defending on the far side. Gets around the top of the screen. Quick shot. Defended as here he goes up through middle. Cole Zubik pulls it to the near side. Sees Nick Jensen, he'll leave it for him there. Jensen gives it to the captain. Watson, left side of the floor, getting a screen. Pearson Willis making a defensive appearance here. Across, top of the zone now, lefty shooter spot for Gillis. Gillis loads, pulls it out, takes a shot, he scores! Brian Gillis gives the Blackfish their first lead of this one. Quick shot gets slightly altered by the stick of the defense. It's enough to fool Braden Wandler. As Gillis and Sky with a couple of words exchanged on their way to the bench. One of the fiercest rivalries you'll find in the Arena Lacrosse League between these two sides. We've seen some hectic contests in recent memory. As Barnes and Doucette go to war in the circle. Round the outside, Doucette, 9:45. Pulls it out, finds it for Brunch. McIntosh, Jensen, Barnes, Murphy, and Hammond defending. Round the top of the zone, holding it is Connor White. White sends it. Brunch doesn't pull the trigger, gives it to Dulong. Down low, McCormick looking for a pass, looking for an outlet of some sort. McIntosh hemming him against the boards. Brunch, wraparound attempt, stopped by Mather. Quick opportunity there. Couldn't get it to go as Mather holding the near side post. As Kelly forcing Murphy along the line of the far side wing. Far corner, pulling it back up towards the blue line. Sends it to left side. Here's McIntyre, cuts in, makes the contact, spins around onto the backhand side. Now gets it across the top of the zone, gets it right back, swings around the defense. And stopped by Wandler, now out the other way. 8:50 left to go. Lewis sends it over, Cass gets a bit of a screen, scores! Nice little pocket screen there by Garrison, opens up the lane for Drew Kask. And he'll be able to put this one home with ease. Nothing that Xander Quebeca could do there, as Garrison stops him from being able to impede Kask's progress towards the front of the goal. Drew Kask, former first overall pick, gets the job done here. Off of the face-off draw, Mitch McDowell mixing it up. That one lands in behind him after one hop. Still fighting for the loose ball, working it ahead, gets it across to Kask, stopped by Mather, and crunched into the crease, so delayed penalty coming here. No Kask taken down, it's gonna be a check from behind. As David Hammond tried to recover in the nick of time, got stuck behind the man, but Mitch McDowell, credits to him on earning this one as he worked the ball free off of the face-off draw, kept just poking it, shoving it, caressing it forward, and finally was able to poke that one across to Drew Kask. Kask knotting this game up at 4, nearly made it 5-4. So White, Kask up high, Brunch, LaBerge, far side, Brunch, holds it up high. Now Brunch again, round Jensen, into the middle. That one tried to get to Kask, but tipped it to LaBerge. Now back up high. The Jensens defending the top of the zone. White swings it. Quick one-timer. As that one off of Mather and out of play. 1:36 left to go in the power play here. Over to White on the near side. Now Willis. Willis and White working on the near side. Willis sees the man across. Is LaBerge down low. Now Brunch loads, doesn't fire, finds Kask. White. White around the screen. Brunch gets in the middle, shoots. Big stop by Mather. Loose ball though. Minute 15 of the power play. Grizzlies working their possession here. Willis. Mather taking up a lot of space in that crease. Brunch finds the lane and scores. Kyle Brunch gets his team back up by 1, a power play goal. Able to find that one in the top corner. Slimmest of margins for Kyle Brunch. .734 left to go in this one. Coming up soon will be a stoppage for the officials' timeout. See if the Grizzlies can do a little bit more damage before they get to it. Brunch with LeBurge. LeBurge took something up high across, steps inside, and that will get us our officials timeout. As Watson and company would have been away the other direction. But I think the Grizzlies weren't too worried. They knew the half-quarter timeout was coming. Defensive zone, Connor Watson will have the ball here. 7:20. And Henning and Gillis going to be down low on either side. As Mlott gets it to Gillis on the right side. Back up towards center. Gillis pulls it left side. Watson spins around. Looking for a pass in front, can't pull the trigger, whips it across, looking for Mlott. Bounces off of the wall. Here they come, bearing down on it. And a delay of game call going to go against Ethan Mlott. As Ethan Mlott thought he would be able to touch that and swing at it, lest it be the over and back. The referee, I guess, blew the whistle right before he swung at it. So a penalty coming here for delay of game to Ethan Mlott for poking at that one as it went across the center line. 5-4 your score. The Grizzlies looking to make it a little more. LeBurge gives it to Brunch, now to Cask. Connor White, Pearson Willis on the near side. White and Willis looking to set things up again. Last power play ended with Brunch getting a goal. They'll set another screen play, whips it wide of the goal. As that one picked up off of the far side, Jensen knocking it down, going to go against the boards, takes the contact, loose ball push. As Jensen earns that one, could have been a bit of an ugly play. Jensen's going to have to stay with this one, lest it would have been picked up by the Grizzlies again. It's not automatic that the referees wait until the team with possession picks up the ball. Good chop there. Watson has to recover. Nearly forced back across the line. Jensen will pick this one up off of the wall. Aiden Baker furiously back checking on this one. Jensen gets around to behind the goal. Pass it back out in front to Gillis. Pops free. Watson now corrals it to the near side point. Up the near wall. 3 seconds left to go. Watson, can he find the shot? Just has that one come loose. Nash Moog and company. Watson with a couple of spare words. He'll stay out and check them as they come across the center line. Nash Moog going for a run. Finds it up into the offensive zone. Cask whips it across. Here's Connor White. White feeds it to the far side for Cask. Gets it right back. Now here's Mitchell McDowell. McDowell gets it from Willis. Feeds it back up high. White loads, fires. Mather easily scoops that one up as Brunch stepped inside. Trying to kick that one loose from the crease on the near side. Possession for the Blackfish. As Hammond works his way up through the middle, spins to the offhand side. He'll keep it around the half line. Finds Reese Barnes. Barnes up high, challenged by Garrett Lewis. Barnes into the near side corner. 5:17 left to go. Cuts up towards the center, feeds it, nice move in the middle. Wandler gets the shoulder save. Quickly in transition now. 3 seconds left to go in the power play. Cask will just hold. As he comes out of the box, does Ethan Mlott, goes right back in defensively. Willis pulls this one back out, swings it to the far side. McCormick couldn't pull it in. This one still loose behind the goal. Mather trying to scoop it away from Drew Cask. Far side, Mlott, Cask in front. Spinning shot as he's knocked down. Tried to get something as the clock wound down. Play clocked in for Conrad Squarick. Ethan Mlott, far side. Gillis pulls it around to the outside. Finds Henning, now near side for McIntyre. McIntyre to the middle, passes down low, quick shot. Wandler gets to the far post and makes the save. Wandler looking for the outlet feed for Aiden Baker. Nice pass, stick to stick, has a little bit of trouble with it. Tomek Godfriedson and Laszlo Henning are there. Far side now, back to the defensive side of the floor goes Nick Jensen, wearing one of the A's now here for the Blackfish. Here's Brunch, whips it wide of the goal. A howitzer coming in off of the bench. Jensen sees a man up the floor, elects not to pass it. He'll have to charge across the line himself. Never count out Nick Jensen on a transition play though. The man is fast. 3:48 left to go here in the first half. Missed the receipt of that one as Mitchell Nole finds it across center. 3:40 to go here. Nole across. Cask tried to get the shot as he was coming down. jumped across the zone, received that one in midair. 3:33 now as Conrad Skwarek slows things down, leaves it to Aiden Murphy, will find a man on the far wing. It's Ethan Umlaut. Good, goes out to challenge. Mills gets the pass, takes the shot, puts it wide of the goal. 10 seconds left to go here. Can he keep it onside? He will. 3:12 left to go. 5 in the shot clock now. Captain Connor round the outside, gets a quick shot. Wandler scoops up the loose ball and then crashing the crease. The Blackfish looking to say something about that. Under 3 minutes to go now here in the first. First half, that is, as McDowell has it near side. McDowell cutting up high. Feeds that one across. Here's Kyle Brunch once again. McIntosh makes contact. Pearson Willis. Hammond all over him. Quick shot. What a goal by Pearson Willis. Pearson Willis, his second of the game, comes from range. Hammond draped all over him, gets the one hopper to fool Dave Mather. And it's a 2-goal lead, 6-4 for the Grizzlies here. Willis working hard on that one. Took Hammond for the ride. Was able to get the one hopper past the Blackfish netminder with 2:42 left to go. How will they leverage the momentum here? Takes the contact up high by Jensen as he just tried to duck through the player. So Wandler to the bench. We go 6-on-5. Extra attacker out on the floor. Near side McDowell. Willis going to set up in the middle. Back gate. LaBerge couldn't pull the trigger in time as Mather came across, got the save. Athletic move from the big man. So Ryan Jensen. It's going to be either a cross check or a high stick. As he caught the man up high. Going to be a cross check. As the Grizzlies tried to cut through, split the difference of the defenders. Connor White will start with this right at the half. 2:20 left to go in the frame, 2 minutes on the penalty clock. So the Grizzlies get to spend a lot of this time on the power play unless they do something quick. See how fast they strike. Back screen, Willis gets it to Kask, right back up high. Jensen challenges, White swings it wide of the goal. Kask picks it up, loose ball, takes a shot, handled by Mather with a stick down low. Sees a couple of players up the far side wing. It's Aiden Murphy. Murphy in and out of the stick. Can he get it the second time? He does! Scores! Shorthanded goal for Aiden Murphy. Murphy had a little bit of trouble with the initial one. Just able to get that past the netminder at the last second. Flipped it out of the stick and across the goal line. Fantastic transition opportunity for Aiden Murphy. Anything you can do, I can do better, as Nash Moog got a shorthander earlier, and now Aiden Murphy gets one for the Blackfish. Watson cutting out the other way. Blackfish looking to go net zero. They gave one up shorthanded. Now they got to get one on the power play. See if the Grizzlies can manage it here. Still shorthanded over the Blackfish. Connor Watson cutting through the middle. McIntyre backing in. Spins right back on Nole. Gets the shot away, a little weak. Makes contact with Mather though. Delayed penalty coming here in against the wall. As the Grizzlies are going to come away with a cross check as he took the man into the boards. And Braden Wilkins, Riley Lowe, Nick Dos Santos. Hasn't been too many penalty calls in this one either way. As making his way to the box, going to be Aiden Baker. So 4-on-4 now. 1:01 left to go on the initial penalty to Ryan Jensen. We get a lot more floor to work with here. Near side, they'll pass it around the wing now. Far side, cutting up towards the point. Henning rolling, shaking off the post. Able to shake his man down the near side wing and pounded that one off of the post. Now near side. Here's Watson. Watson gets a screen from Henning. Here's some havoc coming out here. Swings is a solid effort there. Wandler holding on to it. Last minute of play here in the second. Aaron Sky sees Drew Kask, gets it right back, passes low as Nash Moog will scoop this one up. 22 seconds are left on the penalty to the Blackfish. Moog will scoop this one back up just in case. Find his man on the far side. Kask and Brunch, the dynamic duo here today. Tried the pick and roll, fed it across. Dulong, nice move into the middle. Dulong puts it over top of the goal. Shot clock winds down. And the Blackfish gonna call a timeout here, because in 3 seconds they get their man back out on the floor, and they should basically have the full shot clock to work with. Would imagine that we'll see a 6-on-4 scenario here, possibly. We'll see what they decide to work with. I mean, it's not necessarily that much of an advantage, because a lot of times if you see that extra mana, like you say in a 5-on-3 scenario, you'll still only have the 4 offensive players playing against the 3 defenders, and then you'll have 1 guy back at center just in case something starts going squirrely down the other direction. So 6-on-5. Your score here. And 6-on-4 will be the men on the floor. Coming out the other side of this timeout, Blackfish going to have possession. And Mather is going to make his way back out to the cage. So they are just going to run 5-on-4 once Ryan Jensen comes out of the box. 22.9 remaining here in the second quarter. Connor Watson will start out with it here on the near end. Waiting for him will be teammates Gillis, Roberts, and looking like possibly on the near side is Laszlo Henning. So Jensen out of the box to the other side, 15 seconds on the game clock. Ethan Umlaut going to be the last man to join. Watson now waits around the inside, pulls it, Mills over as Ethan Umlaut spins back around. 3 seconds. Watson gets it, gets to the outside. Quick shot, scores! A buzzer beater by Captain Connor. Or did they just wave it off? I'm seeing the signals by the official. Are they going to wave that one off? They're putting 0.1. Oh, I see. So they're putting 0.1 on the clock. They say that one went across the line. There was still a little bit of time. So no, there is a good goal. They were just saying they need the formalities of the final face-off before they send everybody off. So 6-6 your score as Captain Connor Watson gets it to go across the line in the dying seconds. Just desperation, two-handed shot overhead, gets through the 5-hole of Wandler. In several areas of North America this weekend. Hope you are staying warm, and wherever your travels are going to take you over the next couple of days, please, please, please be safe. Drive with care wherever it is you have to go. Ian Wilson with the call on behalf of our wonderful broadcast crew here at the LEC. Patrick and Emily on the cameras, Jordan on the stream in the back, and the veteran Fred Rannert on the in-arena PA. As always, the Arenalacrosseleague happy to have you here on Sundays with us. A 6-6 tie heading into the second half as the Grizzlies and Blackfish, old rivalries rekindled in this one, as we expect to see much more war on the floor coming up here in the second. Third quarter. Live on TFSE TV is Connor Watson, the newly donned captain of the Blackfish. Got a power play goal with 1 second remaining in the first half. We'll see if the Blackfish ride that momentum as Wadler gets the first stop of the second half. Chase McIntyre was cruising through the middle. Out the other way we go. Here's a stretch feed. No lay. Stopped by Mather. Rebound going to be controlled by the Grizzlies, though. 14-20 left to go here in the second half. Well, the third quarter, start of the second half. Thanks so much for being here with us as Kask keeps this one out of the point area. Now he'll charge in off of the screen. Kask swings around the defense. Stopped. Or might have been blocked by Tomek Gottfriedson. Actually, that's Xander Kebeka, number 6. Solid move out to the blue line area. Up at the point, McDole can't get it to go. Lets it go a little bit late. And the Blackfish have a question about that because Ethan Umlaut just tapped the ball at the center line and got a delay of game. Mitch McDowell, a couple of Mississippis after the horn went before he blew that one down. Watson around the defense. Wadler gets the shoulder stop. Calmly scoops up the rebound. As Wadler sends this one the length of the floor. One hop. Stays in off the window. Here's a quick opportunity. They score! Braden Wadler's fire up. Give him an assist on the score sheet. As that one, Jack Dulong, in the tightest of circumstances, gets the stick over top of the shoulders of Dave Mather. Welcome to the second half as the Grizzlies are up by 1. Wadler sends that one the length of the floor. Didn't look to be too dangerous until Jack Dulong came to the rescue. Now we go out the other way. Umlaut gonna take it himself. Wadler gets the save. Blackfish, that's how you counterattack, but Wadler gets the better of it there. Out the other way now. Nash Moog down the near side wing, pulls this one back up. As they'll hold, Drew Kask gives it to the near side. As they'll look to pull it around the outside. Kask setting screens, opening up a bit of space. McCormick to McDowell. McDowell to the middle, gives it back to Brunch. Brunch loading, can't fire. Now he does. Mather swallows it up. Mather just makes the easy pass, couple of feet in front of him. Here we go out the other way. Tomek Godfriedson, one hand on the stick, swings the shot wide. It ends up being a pass to McIntyre. 12:34 left to go here. As Roseborski to Watson across the other side for McIntyre. McIntyre round to the middle. Takes the pass. Gillis tried to quickly get that one out of his stick. It popped free of its own volition. Good on top of the man there. As Good and Gillis get tangled up. Play goes for the Grizzlies as that one knocked out of the stick of Garrett Lewis. Lewis picks it up and feeds it for LeBurge. Burge to McDowell. Down low for White. White comes off the screen. Jensen defending up high. White spins, forced around the outside. He'll take a high shot. Handled by Mather. Under 12 to go here. 11:50 left to go. Up through the middle. Derelict stick of Jaden LeBurge is going to be left on the near side. Official going to come and grab this one. Umlaut back up high. McIntyre far side for Connor Watson. Watson to the middle. Feeds it across to Mills. Popped out of the stick. Stops up at the wall. As Kelly looking to pick up the loose ball here. Scratching and clawing. Sticks, arms, feet, legs, everything trying to keep that loose ball alive. Umlaut gets in the middle and takes a shot. Stopped by Wadler. Moog now knocked out of his stick as a loose ball. Going to be scooped up here. Moog works it forward across the line. Gave it away though. Now coming down the other way. Connor Watson with it again. Contact by Baker. Watson high stepping, forced to the outside. Baker watching him. Ethan Umlaut around the outside. Roberts over to Umlaut. Ethan Umlaut fires out of the back of Aaron Sky. Loose ball, nobody knows where it is. As he'll grab this one, Aaron Sky trying to clear space. Loose ball still. It's been a back and forth of loose balls being fought for here. Baker finally just decides to trap it. Takes the contact. And here we go out the other way again. As Conrad Squarick drops the ball, finally he's going to get a delay of game. The Blackfish are up in arms here. The shot clock never reset. Once Squarick stole the ball away, there was a full possession for the Grizzlies going down the floor. Then the Blackfish stole it away, and the shot clock never switched. Squarick was arguing the call, and he picks up a delay of game. The officials are going to have a quick conference about this one. But it sounds like it's going to be the same call's going to stand here. The Blackfish, rightfully so, are up in arms right now. As Kask gives it over to the near side. Here's Kyle Brunch. Loads back to Kask. Kask sends it over. Quick shot. Mather gets the save. Loose ball. Fought for. Looks like Roseborski gets a hold of this one. Collapsing on him was LeBurge and White. Flips this one up the floor. Here's Watson coming down the other way. Watson scores! Vindication for the Blackfish. Short-handed goal for Captain Connor. This one tied back up. The Blackfish, that's got to feel good, as Connor Watson adds his name to the score sheet once again here. A minute 36 remain on the power play for the Grizzlies. Second of the game for Connor Watson, as the Grizzlies now give up the momentum. Can they get it back with a goal here? Third shorthanded goal of the game between these two sides. You're never safe. Doesn't matter whether you're up a man or down a man. You got to watch when people are coming down the floor. Near side, Brunch loading, gets a screen, curls, passes. Willis with a quick shot, they score! Pearson Willis completes the hat trick, and the power play gives the Grizzlies the 1-goal lead once again. Pearson Willis set up at the back gate, receives the pass and promptly deposits it past Mather. It was elation momentarily for the Blackfish as they got the shorthanded goal. Again, the confusion on the lack of shot clock reset led to a delay of game for the Blackfish. Brunch swims through a couple defenders looking to get across the timeline. Pocket pass for Ethan Quinn, a little bit ahead of the defender. Big collision between Quinn and Murphy. Murphy sticks with this one though, sends it ahead as Connor Watson will bring it across center. Watson will give it to the near side for Murphy. Murphy round the far side, nice behind the back pass to Watson. Watson holds, cuts through, Kelly guarding him. Watson looking to cut towards the center. McIntyre setting a back screen, coming across Rosborski. That one deflected away from him. Taken down and coming across the zone is Nolet Rosborski. Pardon me, that one's Roberts trying to hound him. Then a quick pass across the zone. And 8 seconds going to be called. Possession coming here, and now a delay of game going against Nash Moog. Both sides, some frustrations boiling over as Nash Moog now gets tagged with a delay of game. And the Blackfish will go to the power play. 8-7 your score here with 8:58 left. Connor Watson sends that one to the far side for Henning. Back up high to Watson. Mills now. Ethan Umlaut. Mills again. Watson to Mills. It's a couple of screens set. Far side, Henning gives it to Watson again. In front, nice shot and a nice goal. A couple extra love taps from Doucette as Roberts, power play goal, ties it up at 8. Aiden Baker and Connor Watson with an extended conversation. And Dylan Doucette with a couple of extra cross checks on the back of Roberts after he had scored the goal. Tied up at 8. Hold on to the edge of your seat. That's all you're going to get here for the rest of this one. 8:40 left to go. We're tied back up at 8 apiece. Quarter number 3 rolls right along. Both of these sides not pulling any punches, literally and figuratively. Barnes winds his way across the center line. Now it'll be left in the hands of McIntyre. Far side, up against the wall. Moog defending up high. No lay in the top of the zone too. Now Dylan Doucette on Josh Mills. Mills gets around Doucette, trying to drag that one back in front. And Wandler stuck with him to the near side. And Aaron Sky, he's hot coming off of the bench, coming across to the near side as the officials. We're going to catch Mitchell Nolay with something here. As a couple of players, it was Henning and Nolay, it looked like got tangled up. It's going to be a cross-checking call going against Mitchell Nolay. The temperature continues to rise in this one. Watson to Gillis. He and Umlaut are going to be on the near side. 3 righties, 2 lefties here for the power play unit. Watson, Gillis, Umlaut. Waiting on the far side is Roberts. Henning in the middle. Watson starting the motion, far side, Roberts scores! Back to back for Jordan Roberts. As he'll complete the hat trick. Back to a 1-goal lead go the Blackfish. Roberts stepping up big here in the third. 2 goals in the last couple of minutes for number 20. Doucette lining up for the draw once again with Barnes. Swept to the near side. In the near side for Ethan Quinn. Quinn has a man, he'll take it himself. Mather gets the stop there. Mather, no wasted motions in the crease as McIntyre sends this one floor wide to Ethan Umlaut. Umlaut high stepping. 8-second violation. As Nash Moog will take this one off of the wall to himself. 7:36 left to go here. Back up high to Brunch. As Brunch in the offensive zone, gonna curl up high. Defers to Willis now. Here's McDowell. McDowell back towards the point. Kask passes. Near side McCormick. McCormick works his way around the outside, as does Willis. Blocked there by Zubik. Loose ball, just trying to sweep that one towards the front of the goal. And loose ball picked up by Squarick. 7:08 left to go. We go to the officials' timeout. What a whirlwind first half of the third quarter. 9-8 is where we sit going into the timeout. Shots 7 aside through the first 7.5 of this one. Third quarter scoring summary so far. Jack Dulong got things started with Braden Wandler getting the assist. Connor Watson getting his second for the Blackfish. And then 2 unanswered by Jordan Roberts after Pearson Willis completed the hat trick. So Willis and Roberts both working on hat tricks in this one. Score sitting at 9-8 in favor of the Blackfish. The temperature just continues to rise in this one, and it was all started by that phantom delay of game call. Again, Conrad Squarick, he should have just dropped the ball as he was having the discussion with the official, but the last second he spiked it down and earned himself the delay of game because play went back and forth. Grizzlies had a full possession with the ball in their stick. Then it was stolen away by Conrad Squarick, and after Squarick stole the ball, there was no reset of the shot clock. So time wound down. They called a shot clock violation on the Blackfish, and they were incensed. They got a short-hander on that ensuing penalty kill, and then right near the end of it, the Grizzlies got the power play goal courtesy of Pearson Willis. Then we got a couple of unanswered by Jordan Roberts, and here's a delayed penalty coming here to the Grizzlies once again. Coming in, last man is Henning. It's 6-on-5. Across, Mills, Henning, inside, Gillis, one-timer, scooped away by Wandler. And the delayed penalty going to go for a cross-check as the officials. Mitchell Nole is going to get caught with this one again. Nole, the most recent Grizzly in the box for a cross-check, and he's going to go back into the box for another cross-check. Blackfish now with a chance to get a 2-goal lead. Believe would be their biggest of this contest. Over to Umlaut. Back up high, Gillis. Waiting up high is Henning. Gets it right back from Roberts. Henning tried to ring the elevator. Couldn't find the lower floor. Gillis back in the middle. Quick shot blocked there. Good work by Lewis. Lewis tagging the man in front of the goal, opening up a lane. Watson doesn't take it. Back up high to Roberts. Roberts, Gillis fires over top of the goal. Loose ball, tried to tap it towards Wandler. Got caught up in the goaltender's equipment. Just a quick tap from the far post by Henning. Here goes Aaron Sky up through the middle. 6:08 left to go here in the third. Mitch McDowell will start with this one. As McDowell passes it up the far side, he'll cut towards the center. Drew Kask up in the middle. Once again around the outside, Dulong pulling to the outside, gets a couple of screens from McDowell. McDowell pass in front, out of his stick before he can make the backhand attempt, and taken down in front as Quebec is able to pick that one up. Defense will head off on the change. 5:38 left to go here. Mills in the offensive zone. This one up high once again. Mills Gillis and Mills working around the near side. Watson going to be the quarterback again. Mills, low shot, high shot. Shoulder stop there. Just got it with the arm. Back out in front of the zone. Doucette pulls that one on the left side. Again, the righty making that pass from the lefty position on the stick. Garrison cutting in, takes a shot off of the pads of Mather. Loose ball comes to Barnes in the middle. Has Roberts with him already. 3-on-1 brewing here. Coming in across. Roberts stepped inside just as he tried to pivot. So under 5 to go, and the Grizzlies get the possession here. Ethan Quinn gets out of harm's way, and we'll leave it for LeBurge. Brunch cutting through the middle, as White will be on the far side. Now LeBurge will hit Brunch. Nole coming out of the box. Penalty is over. Brunch cutting in, diving, puts it off of Mather. Scooped up by Willis. As the official pointed to Brunch. Pick play, cutting in. Nole unable to get it to go. Lane knocked down. Loose ball push on Nole in the corner. Rather, it's going to go against Nole. So here's Tomek Gottfriedson. Up ahead to the near side. Gottfriedson goes for the walk as Murphy will cut in down the near side. Murphy down low, runs right into Moog. Gillis, Baker's gonna hold the near side post. Wadler gets square. Still has the extra man. Nice spin move by Rosborski, blocked by Lewis. Baker out the other way with speed. He's got Sky and Moog with him. Aiden Baker cutting in, rips a shot. Mather kicks it out to the near side. As Squarick gets the loose ball off of the wall. Watson will get it coming in off the far side. They'll make sure they get the right amount of players on the floor. Swinging across. McIntyre, that shot pass was high. Doucette looking for the pass up the floor. Cutting his way towards the timeline. Gets across just in time. Down the left wing side. Doucette watched by Quebeca. Doucette sees a lane. Tried to drag it back down in front. Couldn't quite do it. Fresh 30 for Drew Kask to work with. Takes a breath and passes it back up high to Brunch. Kask once again. Near side, cutting in. Pulls to the backhand. Spin move. Guarded there well by Nick Jensen. Stepped inside. And lost a piece of his equipment. Looked like his glove. Yes, his offhand glove. Ethan Umlaut now up through the middle. 3:07 left to go here in the third. Still lots of lacrosse left to go here. Garrison holds, passes it across, far side Roberts. Henning in the middle, has no lay, and Lewis watching him intently. Nice pocket play, back up high. Here's Gillis, center of the point. Watson spins, still holds, feeds it in front. Umlaut, backhand attempt, unable to get it to go. As Gillis gets that one in and out of the stick, just passes it to the near side. Play blown in once again as Garrison will get it across the timeline. Solid move for Garrison. As they'll leave it for LeBurge, just in front of the official. Brunch to White. White loading up, waiting for the movement. McCormick cutting through. Quick shot around the defense by LeBurge. Took a dangerous hop off of the floor. Loose ball in front of the net. Kicked ahead. Grizzlies pick it up. As Curtis Good came off of the bench. He'll take the contact and leave for McDowell. Joining him is Jack Dulong. McDowell runs right in to set a couple of screens. Brunch to White, popped out of the stick, tried to scoop that one ahead. Here goes Quebeca. Quebeca with a burst of speed. Trying to cut him off is going to be Garrison. Quebeca swings it across. Tomek Gottfriedson scores! Transition goal for the Blackfish out of nowhere. Couldn't tell whether Gottfriedson or Jensen got that off of the pass from Quebeca. But Tomek gets his team up by 2. 10-8 your score with 1:49 left to go here in the third. As somebody's shoe, or no, it was a piece of a top half of the lacrosse stick. I was wondering what was sitting out there momentarily. It'll be tossed into the bench as we get ready to go once again. Barnes has it, cutting up through the center, runs right through LeBurge, gets across the timeline, has to get rid of it though. Over and back going to be the call with 1:35 now. Off of the draw, into the offensive zone. Here go the Grizzlies. Down by 2 now, largest deficit of the game. McDole behind the back feed looking for Willis. Willis working on the hat trick here as Jensen trying to come away with the loose ball. Dogging on it in the corner here. Quebeca comes across as well. A couple of stick works from both sides. Play stays alive as the ball loose and underneath one of the players. Here's an extra man into the pile. As McDole with a couple of pushes and shoves trying to work things free. Quebeca with an extra little hack. Great work though by the Blackfish to seal that one in the corner and wait for the shot clock to wind down. Final minute now here in the third. Where's the ball? Over on the far side here is Connor Watson. He'll swing around the defender, and Wandler able to cover that one up. Braden Wandler looked exceptional so far here. Takes a couple of steps. He'll throw this one the distance once again. That one a little bit too much mustard on it as it goes off of the back wall. 39.3. That one going to start down in the end of the Blackfish. It's Connor Watson. Slings it up to Mills. Gillis, Henning, McIntyre, Umlaut, and Mills. Over, McIntyre has a couple of screens from Henning. McIntyre has a lane, cutting in towards the goal, forced to the outside. Lewis watching him. McIntyre gets it to Umlaut. Umlaut in the middle. Henning scores! What a play for the Blackfish as Laszlo Henning running right through the middle, able to swing that one inside the top of the corner. What an effort completed off by Henning. 3-goal lead now, 11-8 with 15.3 remaining in the third. Beautiful off-the-ball play by the Blackfish. Finishes with a perfect pass to Laszlo Henning, who is free and clear, coming across the center of the zone, and a quick shot into the top corner gives them their biggest lead, or rather extends the margin further. Into the offensive zone now, Ryan Jensen around to the outside. Trailer is Barnes. 4 seconds left. Watson cutting in on goal, puts it off the post. Watson nearly driving the wedge to 4 goals. As we've got one core, second most goals in the league, but they've allowed the most. The defense has been stellar here. Dave Mather's been having himself a game. Here they go, trying to kick open the door here in the fourth. Stopped by Wandler. As a loose ball going to be picked up at the point area. Connor Watson, 2 goals in this one. Seeing if he can complete the hat trick here in the fourth. Ethan Umlaut, now to Watson again. Watson cuts into the center, takes a shot, nice stop. Either hit the post or hit the outstretched glove of Braden Wandler. Mills receives a loose ball down low, working around to the far side. Now Umlaut with it once again. Watson cutting in as McIntyre swings the shot over the pads, and Ethan Quinn gonna get called for backing in as he stepped inside the crease. Fresh 30 now for the Blackfish. Watson thought about the pocket pass over his shoulder, spins around to behind the goal, keeps things alive to the far side. Connor Watson spent some time with the Colorado Mammoth last season. Here we go as McIntyre down low to Watson. Watson back in front. McIntyre still holds this one. Nice pass down low. Gillis, 5 seconds over. Watson, can he get a lane? Down low, pulls the trigger, they score! Delayed penalty actually though. Is that gonna wave off the goal? Time was winding down on the shot clock. So it looks like the goal is gonna be waved off as a result. As the penalty gonna go against the Blackfish here. The Blackfish asking if that happened after the ball went in, as Josh Mills and Dylan Doucette going to be going to the box for coincidentals. But it does not appear that that goal that was scored at the far side post is going to count. The coaching staff of the Blackfish trying to ask for clarification. So they're asking if possession should also be for the Blackfish if play was blown down while they had the ball. Grizzlies are going to get it here. Officially, yes, the goal waved off, so this stays 11-8. Coincidentals for roughing. The reason being, as Mills and Doucette got into it in the high slot, right as the goal was scored, so it's waved off. It stays 11-8. So we get some 4-on-4 lacrosse here as a result of the coincidentals. As Willis cuts to the center, pulls it around the outside. White setting some screens, causing havoc. Murphy guarding Brunch. Nice move to shake the man. Hammond with a good block on the pass attempt. Brunch has it still though. White makes contact with Jensen, spins inside, backhand shot, scores! A pretty one for Connor White, right up Main Street. Deposits that one on the backhand past Dave Mather. Connor White spins off of the defense, and you take him how you get him. An awkward angle with the stick, but he's able to swing that one just inside the near post. He'll cut the lead to 2. Barnes picks this one up, splits the difference, but Cody Garrison recovers. Knocked it away from him momentarily. Aiden Murphy at the half line just calmly scoops it to Barnes. As they'll feed this one up to Watson. Watson cutting up the near side wing, has Garrison to beat. Watson gets across. Wadler stays with him. Loose ball though, picked up by the Blackfish. Right side. Right wing, I should say, lefty side of the floor. Couldn't find Gillis cutting up the middle. Scooped up by Watson. Going to be called for going through the crease as LeBurge will start the rush out the other way. 12:43 left to go. Cutting into the middle is Kyle Brunch. Brunch attacking on Quebeca. Can't get the shot to go as the ball still loose in the high slot. Squarek forcing Brunch to the outside. Brunch all by himself in behind Mather. Mather not moving. Just look at him. Square in the eyes there over the shoulder like a hawk as Brunch cuts towards the center. Gonna take more than that to fool the veteran Dave Mather. As Squarek brings his way up across the timeline. He'll leave it for Jordan Roberts. Roberts leaves it to the far wing. Calling out the play, thought he'd get a guy cutting up the middle. Imlot to McIntyre. McIntyre around Nolay. Imlot drag move to try and get away from Good. Drags it through again. Skies over top of the goal. As that one going to be going out of play. Nolay will pick it up with under 12 to go here in the 4th. Gets around Roberts, cuts back, and then sends it to Kask. Brunch in the middle, trying to open things up for Kask. Behind the back feed. Couldn't quite get to him as Mather trying to knock this one free. McIntosh had to come out of his stick. Taken down, ball comes loose. Mather trying to scoop it up, he does. Gonna be called backing in as they'll leave it in behind for Drew Kask. Kask sends that one over as Mather gets square here. Mather watching this one come across to the near side as Dulong sends it over to Kask. Kask on McIntosh, comes back up to White. White around Gottfriedson. Takes the shot, Mather gets the save. Near side. Brunch, pass it across, looking for McDowell, missed him as Barnes and Gottfriedson head out the other way. Gottfriedson gets the ball. Temek pulls up at the stoplight, holds things, slows it down a little bit here. Around the inside, Watson. Guarded, Ethan Quinn on the near side, gives it over. Quick shot by Mills, scores! As Mills gets that one to go, long shot gets past Wandler. And the Blackfish, their offense continuing to hum here in the 4th. Restoring the 3-goal lead, it's 12-9. Zubik, Hammond, Quebeca, and up on the offensive side of the floor, going to be Gillis and Henning. Nolay defending alongside LeBurge, as well as Ethan Quinn. McCormick going to scoop that one up with speed. Bumps it back into his own zone. Shot clock never started yet. Now it will go in. So he's got lots of time to bring it across the timeline. Ran into a couple of bodies right in front of the bench, though, was Laszlo Henning. Task over to McDowell. McDowell sends it over. Kask in behind the goal for McCormick. Gets set as Mather. You can see as soon as McCormick made the lunge, Mather got the shoulder set to the near side post. Ethan Umlaut now. He and Watson work together. Watson, the captain, with it, cutting down the near wing. Rosborski cuts in behind the goal as they'll get it to the near side for Roberts. Roberts gets the back screen from McIntyre. Pocket pass to him. Working his way up the center behind the back feed. Wandler had to be careful with that one. Nice pad save. Here they come, charging hard through the middle. With numbers across. Kask in on Hammond. Cuts across the zone. He'll just hold, cradles a whole bunch, and keeps it to the near side. 16 of the shot clock. There's one player waiting out the other side. Brunch going to quickly get back on the bench. Barnes takes the contact from Sky, as they'll send this one up the way. Still 5 aside here, 9.5 to go. Roberts was waiting in the near side corner down in Grizzly territory. Nobody saw him for a little while. Stopped by Wandler off of the shot. Looked like from McIntyre. McIntyre lurking in the high slot once again. He'll tell Roberts to open some space on the wing. Nearly picked off. Roberts has it in the chest. Nice move. Henning sets a screen. Coming back up high now. Umlaut around to Gillis. Down low. Looking to get this one from in behind the goal. Sweeps it. Scores! Josh Mills persuades that one across the line. Cutting back out in front. The no-look shot. Down low, backhand off the floor and in the back of the goal. Hat trick for Josh Mills, and he does it in flashy fashion. 13-9. As Barnes brings this one in. Blackfish not done yet. Jensen lets a howitzer go up the center. Wandler, though, gets the save. No layup through the middle. Nolay holds on the near side. Gets a screen from White. Here's Kask up the middle. Kask, a one-hopper. It goes in. Off of the equipment of Mather. Mather thought he had it. As he stepped to the side, that one rolls in behind him. Lead cut back to 3. Quick opportunity to respond for the Grizzlies, and they take it. Those are the kind of goals you need to work your way back into this one. Great response from the boys in brown and black. 13-10 now. 8:37 left to go. LaBerge couldn't scoop it up. Drew Kask getting involved in the score sheet for the second time this game in the goals department. He's been mostly a facilitator here this afternoon. Curling back up high. Henning will feed it back in behind the goal. Wrap around, score it. Aiden Murphy set up in behind the goal. Reintroduces himself into the front half. Gets that one to go for his second of the contest. He got a short-hander earlier in this one. Just like that, the Blackfish have their 4-goal lead back. Hammond and Zubik lining up on the near side as Barnes will scoop this one up. Has a man behind everybody. It's Mills cutting in. Stopped by Wandler. Out the other way now is the Grizzlies. The heart attack ceases momentarily as Aiden Baker will pull it into the offensive side of the floor. Willis, Dulong, Brunch, and LaBerge join him. Quick receipt of the pass as LaBerge works his way up high to Baker. Baker into the middle, swings a shot over the pads of Mather. Willis picks up the loose ball. Down low is Dulong in behind the goal as Willis has it up high. Brunch, Hammond to check him. Dulong tried to get it back out in front as Temek Godfrey's, pardon me, it was Xander Quebeca. Quebeca was right there at the near post. Mather was there too, just in case. Jensen across just in the nick of time as Squarick was heading off of the change and McIntyre sent it across to him. That's going to be our officials' timeout, a 4-goal game here from the Fieldhouse. Both of these sides, all gas, no brakes, as the Blackfish all of a sudden extending their lead huge here. In the fourth, the Grizzlies got one by Connor Whitestick, then Josh Mills and Jordan Roberts. Roberts completing the hat trick, Mills getting his second. Or pardon me, Mills completing the hat trick on that one, and then Roberts following with Kask and Aiden Murphy getting the most recent couple on the board. Officials timeout halfway through the fourth quarter. For the Blackfish, they continue their strong offensive ways, led up front by Henning, McIntyre, Watson, Umlaut, and Gillis. That combination, that five on the floor, has been deadly. Second most goals in the league with 94 coming into this game. It's just the goaltending that's needed to step up to the plate, as does the defense. And they've been getting it done in this one. Dave Mather working on a pretty impressive game in this one. And the defense have stood tall around him. As Brunch will feed it to Willis off of the near side. Willis takes a shot, blocked there by Quebeca. Here's the feed for Brunch. Just had enough time for a quick backhand shot down low. Delayed whistle coming here for the Blackfish. Over and back, but a delayed whistle coming here. It's a holding the stick call. Gonna go against Xander Quebeca. As Quebeca went into the wrong box momentarily. Door is still partly open. Enough to get that one shut, lest there be an unfortunate collision there. As Murphy, one man too many, was out on the floor to start the play there, so Murphy heads back over to the bench. Grizzlies wanted a too many men call, but nobody caught it momentarily. Far side, LeBurge to Brunch. Jensen's defending up high with Hammond and McIntosh down low. Here's quick shot, Brunch, he scores! And the Selly to match, a power play goal 14 seconds into the man advantage. Kyle Brunch feasting on those longer shots, lets it go with momentum. Second goal of this one for Kyle Brunch. Lead is cut to 2. Or rather, it should be cut to 3. It should be 14-11 unless I am crazy. Anyways, we'll see if that gets fixed as this one comes off the near side. Scooped up. Barnes will get it coming off of the near side wall. As Barnes feeds it back across to Aiden Murphy. Now 15 seconds on the shot clock, back 5 aside. Score actually should be 14-11 right now. As Roberts lets a blast go from distance, it was blocked by about 3 bodies. Loose ball scooped up as they come out the other way. One man's gonna hang back. It's Roberts in the offensive zone coming down the other way. Mather gets the shoulder on it. Transition attempt there for Moog. No leg, gets a loose ball, swings it wide of the goal. Still lots of bodies changing everywhere. McCormick scores! Dylan McCormick as bedlam ensued down the near side. Lead cut to 2 all of a sudden. It's 14-12. .6:03 left to go. I think the official's going to quick have a chat with the scorekeepers to get the right score put up on the board here. Should be 14-12. They're going to keep playing here. As Fred Rannard tries to radio down and get that score corrected. There we go, 14-12 as we keep on rocking and rolling here. As the Grizzlies with 2 unanswered, they're knocking on the door here with 5:45 left to go. Blackfish got caught leaving a man in the offensive territory. As Watson now, a couple of screens from McIntyre, freeing him up some space. McIntyre cutting into the center, swings a shot wide of the goal. Gillis gonna have to hard charge back for this one. Garrison steps into the man, picks up the loose ball, has a man cutting across. Elects to just hold here for the extra possession. Over to Kask on the far side. McIntosh, Squarick, Gillis, Gottfriedson, and Hammond defending here. Kask finds Brunch. Brunch loads, fires to the near side for McDole. McDole curling, finds Willis, cutting in. Mather squeezes that one down low. Makes sure it doesn't get out the backside of his equipment. He'll find this one in the pads and scoop it up for Gottfriedson. Gottfriedson gives that one to Mills. Had to be careful they didn't go over and back with it. 20 seconds as they curl around. Mills guarded by Lewis. And in the middle, Rosborski takes the check and wasn't sure. It looked like the official accidentally took out Mills on the far side. Went for a heavy spill, 4:43 now. Here's McDole looking to the far side for Kask. Kask in behind for Brunch. Brunch makes contact with Quebeca, forced to the outside. White taken down right in front of the referee on the near side. Zubik looking, Kask firing off the shoulder of Mather. Bounced off of the far side boards. As everybody having an extended conversation there. Extra player coming out of the bench, quick jump. As that one in and out of the stick off of the far side. Jensen was taken down. Mlott trying to get that one away from Kelly, and he does. In the offensive zone, curling his way around to the near side is Jensen. Murphy waits at the half line. Chaos momentarily there. McIntyre last man out of the offensive gate as Watson works his way into the near side. Back up high, Mlott. Quick pass over to Gillis. Gillis pulls it back outside, swings it into the middle, picked off, and they'll head the other way. Up through center is Jack Dulaw. Picked that one off, and he'll find Drew Kask. Cutting through the middle is McCormick. Kask, pocket pass there, coming in was Brunch. Here's McCormick. McCormick sees a man cutting in the middle and can't get the pass to him. 12 seconds of the shot clock. Willis lets one go. Loose ball to the near side. Watson knocked out of his stick. He's gonna have to throw this one the length of the floor. Swings for the far side corner, goes off the wall. Loose ball can't be gathered by Gillis. 3:10 left to go here, still a 2-goal game. In the offensive zone, tried the pass to Kask. He would have steered it right in on goal. Gottfriedson ahead to Murphy. Gets the pass, Baker in on Murphy, puts it off the post, it looked like. Swung that one around his body with Baker getting back into the fray at the last possible second. Drew Kask off of the pass from Aaron Sky. Near side, Nash Moog up high. Moog, he'll stay out for the offensive possession. Gottfriedson and he come together, sets a screen. Quick shot off of the shoulders. Mather steered that one out of play. It's left for McCormick. As Moog, the last man to change off the bench. McDole opening up space in the middle, looking for some real estate. McDole cutting in, a pad deflected to the near side. As that ball gonna be picked up, 30 seconds, the fresh 30 coming in. No over and back as that one deflected directly off of the goaltender. 2:10 left to go now. Brunch, Zubik defending on him. Zubik forcing him to the outside. Here's the pick play. Brunch gets around, scores! Currently 2:50 in the afternoon. That sounds like a good time for Brunch to me. As Kyle picks up the hat trick. His third goal coming at a none more important time. 1-goal deficit now for the Grizzlies. .203 left to go here in the fourth as the Grizzlies have come storming back, 3 unanswered to make it a 1-goal game. Dog pile ensues as this one, loose ball is anybody's game. Ethan Quinn will come out of the pile with it. Round to the near side, Ethan Quinn. Barnes all over him as Quinn gets out of the forehand here. Up ahead, Willis has that one bounce away. And Squarick now. In against the corner, Brunch trying to dig it free, as does Kask. Comes away with it out of the corner, puts it wide of the goal. Minute and a half left to go here in the fourth. Loose ball, who's gonna touch it? They said it was contacted by the goaltender, but no, they thought it might have gone wide. McDole taken down by Squarick. and they'll come down the other way as McDowell might have taken the elbow up higher, ran into the player coming out the other direction. Mugen Skwerek, face mask there by Conrad Skwerek. He'll be lucky if he gets away without a penalty there. Connor White going to be dragged back to the bench lest he get involved in the altercation. This all started with Mitch McDowell taking a shot coming up through the middle. I think the initial play by Skwerek was fine. It was the contact he made with the other player afterwards as he was coming down. As McDowell face in his hands right now, very slow to get up. Trainer with him right now. Not sure if we have a replay possibly of that collision that injured McDowell to the near side. We'll have to see. It looks like Conrad Skwerek is going to come away with a penalty off of this one for the face mask. Double minor for roughing. Or sorry, just 2 minutes. There we go. So McDowell gets back up to a vertical base under his own power. 1:10 left to go in the frame. The Grizzlies get the power play. But there was no over and back call as they thought that shot went wide of the goal and careened all the way back across center. So power play coming here, a chance to tie it for the Grizzlies. This is where you make your stand if you're the Blackfish. Willis across. Here we go, one final minute. Brunch gives it over to Willis, goes off the window as Hammond will pick it up here. Hammond gonna cut into the center, now gives it to Ryan Jensen. Jensen looking ahead for Nick. Nice reception, cutting in on goal. Brings it back around outside. Here's Gillis cutting it off the bench. 43 seconds left to go here. Cuts around the outside, just trying to shake off the check of multiple players here. Playing the clock, 10 seconds left on the shot clock. Killing off the last little bit of time they have. Gillis, 5 seconds on the clock. Takes a long ball. That one goes off a Wadler and out of play. Perfect penalty killing by Gillis and company. So Gillis gets this one in the stick. He'll send it back up to Murphy. Murphy has it, 20 seconds left. Closing in is Doucette and company. Nice peed to get it up. Roberts blown up at the stop sign. As this one, 12 seconds left. Calling timeout of the Grizzlies, but they never got it initially. It's Connor White calling out, and again, they were correct. The Grizzlies were calling timeout as soon as they got that ball. We'll see if they get any extra time back here. So a minute on the clock for the timeout here. Again, about 4 seconds went by between when the Grizzlies started shouting for the timeout and when it finally got called. We'll see if any extra time gets added onto the clock. As a great penalty kill by the Blackfish ate up a whole bunch of time that the Grizzlies had to possibly use for this one. 59 seconds remain. On the power play here, it won't matter because the Grizzlies, this may be their last gasp. So the Grizzlies double checking how much time they're going to get here. Jensen's, Murphy, and Hammond defending. Kask, McCormick, Brunch, Willis, and Connor White. 9.4 on the clock. They'll send that one over. Pass missed up high. As over and back going to be the call. The Blackfish pick this one up, and time will wind down. A bit of an awkward one at the end there, as the net was empty, but they only had 5 on 4. They didn't send the extra attacker out on the floor anyways. Wadler made his way back towards the crease, and the pass was missed up high. Big ups to Dave Mather and the Blackfish. They held the line at the end, with Brian Gillis and Connor Watson having a perfect penalty kill in the offensive zone. Killed off a full 30, got it off of the goaltender, got some more time back. And we come to the end of this one, a fantastic game, ending 14-13 here at the Fieldhouse. The Blackfish get the monkey off of their back and improve to 4-4 on the season. The Grizzlies will drop to 2-6. But let it be known that this one is chalked up again into the same column that the Grizzlies have found themselves in several games this season. Close right up until the very end. And the Grizzlies fought like you know what to get back into this one. 3 unanswered to bring it back within a 1-goal game. As Kyle Brunch, with 2:03 left to go, made it a 1-goal game, and the Grizzlies stood tall after that. 49 shots apiece, so a 36 save performance for Dave Mather, and 35 on the other side for Braden Wandler as they work their tails off in this one. Your Stampede, Tack, and Wear 3 stars of this contest. Connor Watson for the Blackfish picks up the 3rd star. Then Drew Kask from the Grizzlies gets the 2nd. And your 1st star for the Blackfish is number 21, Josh Mills. Mills, one of the players coming away with a hat trick in this one. Also was all over the score sheet in the assist department, as was Connor Watson. As let's see, Mills 1 assist, Connor 1 assist. Lots of assists both ways on both sides. So Connor Watson with at least a 4 or 5 point night. Make that 6. As Josh Mills, the hat trick and 2 or 3 assists, give him at least a 5-point game as well, including some big goals down the stretch to come away with a 14-13 victory here on Sunday afternoon. The Blackfish, this was the game they needed defensively. Yes, 13 goals went in, but when they needed to hold the line at the end, they didn't buckle, they didn't bend, they certainly didn't break. Credit again to Brian Gillis and company for those penalty kill scenarios at the end, for killing off a whole bunch of time. And for the Grizzlies, Kyle Brunch and company, no Sakani Baker today, but that offense still worked wonders. Came away with 13 goals in their own right. As the Blackfish, with that, I believe, now come away with the most goals in the ALL West. Coming into this game, they had 94. Indeed, now they will be up at the top of the league at the end of that game. With 14 goals, they improved to 108. 98 do the Shooting Eagles have coming into this one. We'll see where they stand at the end of it. So coming up at about 4 o'clock Pacific, 59 minutes are up on the in-between games clock. It'll be the Shooting Eagles and the Sea Spray. Excited to see what that one will bring as Arenalacrosseleague West action continues to roll here in 2024. Well, thank you again so much for joining us for this contest. That'll be it for us here at the Fieldhouse for this game. Ian Wilson with the call on behalf of our wonderful broadcast crew here at the Fieldhouse. Patrick and Emily on the cameras, Jordan on the stream in the back, and Fred Randard rocking the in-arena PA, as we always hope to bring you the best we possibly can for the Arenalacrosseleague here in beautiful Langley, BC. As always, do me a favor, be the best version of yourself. Good afternoon, good luck, and we'll talk to you again very, very soon.